Originally, I just wanted to make a video to stamp this big moment, which is 10,000 subscribers, which are a lot, right? I just wanted to make a video to thank you guys, to thank all my subscribers, viewers, commenters, people who give me feedback to reach where I am today. But then I said, why not take that glorious moment, glorious achievement, and make some good content out of it? In this video, I wanted to go through all the lessons that I have made, all the mistakes that I have made in my channel during this 2 years period where I took YouTube seriously, and just share it with you guys. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So you should start seeing the topics with time codes, and you can jump to the things that you're interested in. So first of all, thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all the people who viewed my content as a software engineers. That's my niche of people that I've been targeting for the last 2 years. Thank you to everyone who gave me critical feedback to reach where I am today. Without that, I will not have improved, obviously. And thank you to everybody who watches, shares, and just show their love of my content. So really appreciate it. And it's a huge, to me, this is a huge milestone. So I really appreciate it, guys. You can see I'm a little bit odd because I'm not used to talking to a camera. I'm just used to hiding behind a screen share app, but there is a first time in everything, right? So you have to do something first time. So maybe I'm gonna do more of this kind of content where I'm talking to you guys. I'm not used to this at all, lightning in my face and mic, and I'm just like talking to someone. So I'm gonna be a little bit awkward. So deal with that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about a little bit how I'm handling a 9-to-5 job, because I get this question all the time from people at my job and from you guys, right? So how are you doing this? Like, you have a 9-to-5 jobs. Well, that's a little untrue, right? But and also you have, obviously I have a family, and I also have other responsibilities, and I have a YouTube channel and pushing content every week, right? So how I do this? So my 9-to-5 is actually it's more like 6:30 in the morning up until 4 p.m.ish or 5 p.m.ish. So it's not exactly 9-to-5, but still, I wake up every day in the morning at 4:30 in the morning, shower, do all that jazz, and leave my house at 5:30, commute for an hour, reach work at 6:30, and I try to start before everybody, but people's already started their job there. But I like my 2 hours before anyone comes to the office, and I get a lot of stuff done. So that's just me. And I like my hour commute. You might say, so wow, 2 hours commute every day, going and coming. I actually love this time because I use this time to just consume and constantly learn, because I believe, especially at least my passion, which is software engineering, this is an unlimited sea of knowledge, and I'm never gonna finish this thing. And that's what Simon Sinek called the unlimited game, and I love that stuff. It's just unlimited stuff. You can learn every day and keep learning, and then that's what I do. And so I'm always learning in the process. All right, so I'm not gonna paint myself as the perfect guy who's like always learning and education. No, I do stuff for fun. I'm not gonna detail what I do for fun, but on the way back to home, I like to watch something light like Philip DeFranco or other YouTube channels, and just kind of rewind and just watch something else, right? I like to do something else. So when I get home at around 6 p.m. or 5:30 at the afternoon, I usually just sit with my wife and we watch a new TV show. How do I work on the YouTube channel, right? I told you my kind of daily routine, but on the weekend, usually I have done during the weekdays, especially during the commute, I have collected the topic I want to talk about, like especially you are my content machine, you guys, and you give me a topics that you're interested in, and I just search, because I don't know everything, right? I don't know everything that is. So I would start searching, listening to YouTube videos, podcasts. Software Engineering Daily is a great podcast. It gives you like, if the topics are interesting sometimes, right? And I like to listen to those in the way to commute, on my commute. And then essentially I will just research the topic, and then on the weekends, which is today, Saturday, I would sit down and start recording. And that takes me around 1 hour to 2 hours tops, right? If I'm prepared. If I'm not prepared, it's going to take me up to 3-4 hours, which is the worst. Because I end up recording and it says, okay, this is stupid. I'm not going to mention something without understanding it, or, oh, there's a flaw in the video, and I will just record it again and until I'm satisfied with it. I wasn't like that 2 years ago. I would just favor quantity over quality. I got better of it. And we're gonna talk about that stuff. So on my YouTube channel, I spend recording, just interacting and actually working on the YouTube channel around 4 hours a week, maybe 5, and that's it. Right? The rest is spent researching. You can argue that this is actually working on your YouTube channel, but it's actually working on my brand, or myself, just educating myself and become better a software engineer. Because that's my goal. I want to become a better software engineer. I cannot be the best, right? But I can be better than myself yesterday. So that's how I measure my progress. Just compare myself. Like, did I know what Kafka was last week, or did I know how to set up a layer 4 load balancer last week versus today, right? Or did I know the difference between UDP versus Quick, right? Something like that, right? So that's the idea, right? Just always getting better. The next topic I want to talk about is consistency. This is something I learned, and it's a very overloaded term when someone tells you, hey, consistency, you have to stay consistent on YouTube, you have to stay consistent. And what does that mean, right? To me, it has like almost 3 parts. So the first type is like consistency in posting. You have to be consistent on posting, and that kind of spill down into the quality versus quantity topic, which we're gonna talk about. But you have to stay consistent in posting, whether pick anything, once a month, once a week, once a day. That's exhausting. So you would pick the frequency and you be consistent posting. I'm not saying that, oh, if it's 4 a.m., you have to post at 4 a.m. every day, or just 5 p.m. or just, yeah. My content, I don't think that applies to you have to post exactly the same people expect you to post. Maybe that applies to more recent content, like people who, like Philip DeFranco, or on my favorite like gamer reviewer, Review Tech USA. That this guy has to post every day because it's a news channel. Both of them are news channels. So they have to stay up. If there's some piece of news, they have to talk about it, right? They cannot wait a week and then talk about that topic. So, but then my kind of content is almost like a library content. It doesn't matter if I post today or after today. It's just like, I'm going to talk about Kafka. Kafka have been there for years, right? So I can talk about it anytime. I don't know. Might be wrong. So the next thing is like consistency on thumbnails, right? And yeah, I try to be consistent with my thumbnails by putting my face in some videos earlier 2018, and that didn't work really well because it was, I'm lazy, guys. Having my face in every thumbnail, that means I have to take selfies all day, have different kind of pictures of me, right? And when I end up, I run out of pictures of myself, and I end up using the same thumbnail for all my picture, which looked weird, like it was like my face, and then I would put the topic. And if you've seen my consistent thumbnailing now, it's a blue background, the logo of the thing I want to talk about, the text, and there's like a little bit 2 arrows. That's it, right? Try to be simple, right? And the good thing about it is, like, if you stay consistent in thumbnails, if someone watched one of your content and they know how your thumbnail looks like, if YouTube suggested another video and you had the same thumbnail, oh, this guy, I like this guy, let me click on it. That's kind of a double-edged sword. If your video sucks, and the people watch this, I was like, oh, this guy Hussein, oh, that guy sucked, I'm not gonna click on his video. YouTube do not recommend this shot for me. Okay, I'm trying not to swear. Okay, so it's kind of double-edged sword, but hey, That's what I do. Also, consistency on content type. You have to stay consistent in the kind of content you put. Like what are you putting out? Even as a niche in my software engineering, I talk sometimes about web development. I talk about networking a lot, right? So I'll also talk about HTTP and web servers and load balancing. I kind of fill into proxies and networking. I also talk about a lot about web development and then scripting languages. And I also talk about like databases a lot. So my content is like varied, but it fits into this umbrella of software engineering. So if you're a software engineer or developer, you're gonna watch some of my content. All right, quality versus quantity. I'm gonna use videos in the card here. Is it here or here? I don't know. First time I record my actual face with a setting like that, so I don't know where it's gonna show up. Somewhere in the cards. A video by Roberto Blake. He's one of really my one of the influencing YouTubers that I watch, and I actually I have him to thank for most of the stuff I do. And he put out a video. It was a very low quality video in New York, I think. And essentially, we was talking about quality versus quantity, and I was at that stage of my own. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about this topic. I don't know anything about whatever proxies, right? And he was just saying that, hey, you want to start, you want to learn, just record and push your content out there. Don't worry about making it perfect. And that was the best advice anyone gave me, really. Although I'd never met him in person, but I really thank him. So thank you so much, Roberto, if you're watching this. And so yeah, it's just like constant consistency and just continuing uploading. And then with time, when you push something out there, you feel good. It feels good. So like, oh my God, this is good. I put something out there and it feels good. I put my first... I started putting a lot of videos, like I think 3 times a week, and just my goal was just to get better in the camera and the talking, and then my English still sucks. I'm sorry about that, but I'm getting better. I'm trying to get better my English, so I'm just using as English your second language. It's very hard to practice, like 30 years speaking one language, and then all of a sudden coming to America, then speaking different language all the time. So a little hard to adjust, but I'm getting better, I think, right? With time. It's just like consistency. But yeah, so the quantity over quality, what it gave me essentially is just gave me a little bit confidence over just putting my content out there. And then slightly with time, I realized, I don't know when exactly, but it's just like, you know what? My audio can get a little bit better, right? So I bought this puppy, a little there. Okay, and I think it's called a Blue Yeti. Okay, and it's really powerful stuff. So yeah, for the longest time I was using just my Mac. I don't know if you see it, it's right there, and I was recording using the built-in mic, and that's it, and the screencast. I don't even show my face on my videos, but it gives a job, and it's still doing the job. Putting a lot of content, the quantity led to quality. I don't know if my video is quality or not. I think consider it slightly better compared to my last year videos, obviously. And you guys really helped me a lot with this, right? You called me out on a lot of things. So if I extend on a topic, I talk about it a lot and I don't get to the point quickly, and you called me out on this a lot, and I started trying to get better at this. This video is not an example. This is the worst example, right? But my other videos, if I want to talk about it, I try to jump into it very quickly. I'm not doing a job in this video because my thoughts is, it's just like I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at the lighting, I'm still getting better at this. So don't judge me. I'm going to get better, believe me. One of the topics, obviously, we need to talk about trolls. And I still remember I got my first troll on my video. And I actually felt happy, right? Because if you're getting hate, right, that means your content is reaching a lot of people, right? Because when you put a lot of content, like, I mean, when you put content, your family watches, and obviously your family is going to say, oh, you're perfect, Hussein, everything is great. Nobody's going to give you any constructive criticism. And so yeah, probably my family don't understand anything about software engineering, so they don't give me ways to improve. So everything's perfect until someone start attacking you. It's like the extreme, right? It's like your family is right here where they try to protect you and makes you feel good about yourself, and there is a lot of good stuff in the middle, the constructive criticism. I didn't get any of that, right? I immediately got trolls, which is like, hey, you suck, or your nose is weird, or they will make fun of your race or your religion, or say something bad about you, which doesn't give you any value at all. But I was like a little bit, it's like excited. I said, ooh, if I get this, that means, hey, my first troll. That's nice. That means like my content is reaching out there. But I'm not telling you it's not here hurt. Here's the thing about trolls. There are two types of trolls. There are the obvious trolls who are dumb, right? And then those are the kind who will tell you in your face directly. The direct trolls will tell you in your face that, hey, whatever they're kind of mind, right? Whatever, something racy or against your religion, or sometimes against your content, or something against you. It's always about you. It's like, oh, you're stupid, you're dumb. They will say something like that, right? That's the first type of trolls, direct trolls. And I'm not worried much about those kind of trolls. I'm worried about the smart trolls. Those are called assassin trolls. And those trolls are mean, right? And they are so smart. They attack you indirectly. In your heart, they find whatever you're really passionate about and attack you right there. They attack you on your knowledge, and they try to find something you said and twist it in a way to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you feel insecure. Those are the worst trolls, and I've got bitten a lot by some of those guys. Okay. And it's very hard to distinguish between these kind. It's usually, if you look from it like a bird eye view and you look at the comment, do not take it personally. You can immediately see if there is a value in that comment or not, right? But if you keep yourself in the comment, then you feel betrayed. You'll feel something that is like, oh shit. It's like, am I really bad? Should I keep doing this? You keep them, but if you pull yourself out and look, you can immediately see, oh, this comment is empty. There is no value, right? So these type of two trolls, be aware of them. And I've got a lot of constructive criticism. I got a lot of love from you guys. Thank you so much, right? Obviously, the way the people who says like, hey, keep going, love your content. I love that stuff. I love it. Keeps me going, obviously. But I also love the one who comes and says, they don't say anything, they don't say thank you or answer. They say, Hussein, you need to work on this area, right? Or Hussein, you lost me after minute 3 because you kept talking about this stuff, and you could have jumped immediately to minute 6 and immediately got to the point, right? 3 years ago, that Hussein would have taken that comment personally. Today, I love those comments, and you guys, if you're watching this, you know yourself, obviously. So being yourself, I know there's a little bit of cliche or cheesy, right? Just be yourself, right? Just be yourself. But well, I really mean it, because when I'm talking to you like that, I'm actually absolutely myself. I'm not pretending to be anyone else. So if I make a joke, I don't inject that joke on purpose to make you laugh, right? It's just happen naturally. I don't really plan the jokes or anything, right? So that the reason I'm saying that is like a lot of people, and maybe I would say 75% of you, right, who watch my content, love that part about me, right? And love that when they watch content, they know they're not gonna just watch a boring, dry topic. They're gonna laugh in the middle of it, maybe once, right? And the reason is because that's just me, right? It's just like, if I don't understand topic, I'm gonna make fun of myself, and because that's just, we don't know anything, right? nobody knows everything, and it's okay to make fun of yourself, and that's how life is. And I would sometimes like make certain jokes, and then I'm trying to find the balance between like how funny I becomes like in a video, or how many jokes I throw in a video. I try to make a balance, because like you don't want to make the whole videos just laughing, right? Sometimes you have to be between serious and being funny. There is like a little bit of line. I'm trying to find that. I think I'm getting better at it. There's 25% of you who actually absolutely hate this about me, right? And I understand, and I'm not gonna change, unfortunately, for you guys, these 25%, or maybe it's actually way less than that. Because I get comments like, hey, you have to be professional, you shouldn't make jokes, or just don't laugh. This is a serious topic. We're talking about proxies, which is kind of stupid, right? It's just like, what is serious about it? It's just a topic, right? It's just, why? I don't know. Just, hey, if you don't like one of my content, you don't have to watch it, right? So that's the thing about these kind of things. And sometimes I understand, and I try to not make this distracted, to have the balance, right? I'm not gonna make the video distracting for you guys. I try to make as much as possible. And if you notice that it's becoming a little bit way too distracting, tell me. I'm gonna get better at this. Be yourself. Okay? Just don't try to imitate someone else. Just, hey, whatever feels natural to you, just do it. All right, length of the video. How short, how long your video should be. I still don't have an answer for that, right? But my short answer is, do whatever you feel is right. My videos range from 10 minutes up to an hour, or sometimes 50 minutes, right? From 10 minutes to 50 minutes, that's my average, right? A lot of people, if you want to be popular on YouTube, you don't make that kind of content, right? Unless you're Sean Dawson, right? Right, who makes like 1 hour videos and he gets like 7 million, right? This guy's a genius, right? But if you want to make it on YouTube, you make shorter content. I cannot do that, right? I need to talk about a lot of things and a lot of topics. I'm just not good enough to cut my videos into shorter videos, because if I want to talk about a topic, I have to touch on a lot of other stuff. And that took, my videos are lectures, you know, it's almost lectures, 50-minute lectures, you know. I talk about the pros and cons about a certain topic, and the good and the bad, and I compare it to other technology. You cannot do all that in 10 minutes, right? I mean, I'm getting better at shorting that videos and cutting anything unnecessary, and you guys are helping me with that. It says, hey, you know what, that's unnecessary, you don't have to say that, you don't have to tell a story in the middle of something, like explaining something. And I sometimes go into a tangent and do that. Some people like that, but a lot of people don't. So I try to find a balance. But length of the video, I find my videos to be very long, and it's gonna unfortunately stay like that. So if you're the kind of guy who like to watch 5-minute videos, I'm sorry, I don't have any content with 5-minute videos. I only make 40-minute videos. So what I do instead, I make a 40-minute lecture, and in the beginning of the video, I add a table of content with time codes, so you can jump to the interesting topic you wanna listen or watch. That's it. That's what I do. This one I just actually learned that there's an official term for, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's called collateral knowledge. If you search collateral knowledge in Google, the best definition you're gonna get is all places Urban Dictionary, which is nuts. What it means is you want to learn something, you're searching of something, you're like, yes, you want to make a video about something, or you're trying to learn something, but in the process, to learn that thing, you'll have to learn this thing and 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 this thing, and you end up with a knowledge that is very valuable. Let's take an example, right? You want to talk about you want to set up a load balancer immediately. No. You have to set up a load balancer. Okay. You don't know anything about load balancing, right? But you have like 3 services running, and you want to set a load balancer. So what do? There are 2 types of people. People who will search how to set up load balancer, right? And then a Stack Exchange, right, overflow article will pop up, and they will say, hey, Nginx, use this, put this configuration. They will copy and paste it, and then start, run Nginx, worked. And they don't know how it works. It just works. So that's one type of people, right? They got what they want, and that might be okay, right? But there are other type of people. It's like, okay, load balancing. Okay, what is that thing? You're gonna learn about load balancing. First of all, what is a load balancer? You read and you find out that's actually a reverse proxy. It's like, okay, what the heck is a reverse proxy? What is a proxy? I didn't know a proxy. Yeah, I heard of proxies, and then people are using it to avoid ISPs and all that stuff. But what is it really? So you find that a proxy is actually a server or software that makes requests on your behalf, but it's in reverse. So you learn about this proxy and reverse proxy. You know that thing, okay? But what is really? And then you know that proxies work in different layers in the system, which is layer 7 and layer 4 and layer 5. Some proxies work on layer 4, some proxies work on layer 7. And what are these layers? It's like, what is this? Is this layer 7? What is this exactly? Oh, this is application layer. This is the OSI model. Oh, and then you remember OSI model. Oh, that thing. I skipped that class on college. I didn't go that. Yeah. So you start learning about stuff that are very critical, and you go up deep, very deep, until you're satisfied, right? And to me, there is a level after which I don't really care how it looks like. I don't want to learn. Like, I would go up, and if it was me, I would go up until the TCP layer, and I know how TCP works, and that's it. I don't care how TCP format header looks like. It doesn't concern me, because I'm a software engineer, right? I'll leave it to the expert, the networking engineers, to know that thing. I care about the three-way handshake. That's TCP is slow because of this, and that's what matters as a software engineer to me, right? And that's it. I will go to that level. I will care about the connection versus connectionless. I will care about that stuff, and that's it. So collateral knowledge, in a short, good stuff, right? So collateral knowledge, it's the best thing that you can do. And my content is built on collateral knowledge. I would go and shoot to learn to make a video about something. I'll end up making 10 videos about other things before I make that video, right? Same thing with the TLS and encryption. I wanted to make a video about TLS. I end up learning about man in the middle. I end up learning about symmetric versus asymmetric key encryption. I learned about how encryption works. I learned about going to the mathematics. I stop right there because I don't care. I'm not a mathematician. I don't know how this works. I know what I care about is how expensive it is to do an RSA algorithm. How it works, I'll leave it to someone else. So I know where to stop my collateral knowledge. Just like a recursive function, you call it until you have a base condition where you stop, right? And I know where to stop. Long video, I know, but all my videos are long, so yeah. I'm happy I did that. So I'm really, really glad that you guys are enjoying this content, and I'm really enjoying making every single video out there. I'm really out of words, because, like, if you think about it, there are 10,000 people in this community, and it's nuts. It's nuts if you think of 10,000. I mean, I freak out if I talk to 10 people in a meeting, let alone 10,000. Think about that. It's nuts. So thank you for everyone who interacts in the channel. Thank you for all the feedbacks. Keep it coming, right? Criticize me. If I do something wrong, please tell me. If you think I can do better, I'm going to see you in the next one. You guys stay awesome. I noticed myself a little bit being more comfortable in the camera. I'm looking at that thing now, feeling a little bit more comfortable, right? I know my hair look weird, but don't look at that. Okay. So I started looking a little bit better on the camera. I'm happy with that. I'm actually getting better with this. Maybe I'll record another video like that. If you like this kind of content, you want to see another talking head kind of a video, let me know in the comment section. And I'm going to see you in the next one. You guys stay awesome.